Hello everybody, Phil here. Today I'm going to be doing a totally different video than usual. This is more of an informative video, more than a tutorial, because I'm not showing you a process. I'm just informing you on some stuff because I feel that people need to know about this because a lot of people have been asking me. Everybody hears the word, oh, you jailbroke your iPod. Oh, you jailbroke it. It looks nice. Your iPhone, it's really nice jailbroken. But what exactly does jailbreaking mean? For those who don't understand that whole lingo, I'm going to go into it right now with some definitions that'll help you. Before we can learn what jailbreak means, we have to actually know what the jail is. The jail is the public areas of the iPhone or iPod Touch to which, by default, Apple allows read and write access via USB. In Unix terms, this refers to the private var root media folder. If you're SSH, go to private var root media. That's where Apple originally allows you read and write access. When you jailbreak it, you allow it to go to the applications folder, the private var root, before private, it just the applications. Jailbreak itself did not originally come straight from iPod Touches and iPhones. Jailbreak in personal electronics is a synonym for the word hack, as you can see here. The purpose of a jailbreak is to enable the use of third-party software on a proprietary device. Proprietary device. Of course, once you do jailbreak your cell phone, MP3 player, or other electronic device, you void the manufacturer's warranty, as you know with the iPod Touch and iPhone. Or else, at least they try to tell you that it voids the warranty. If you don't tell them that it jailbreaks, they say they have a script, whatever, but you can still pretty much get a new phone or a new iPod. After you're done with, let's see where I was here. Oh, the term jailbreak actually gained popularity off of a totally other definition, unlock. The term jailbreak gained popularity when with the release of the first iPhone, when determined users figured out how to unlock the phone from AT&T and use the phone with a SIM card from another carrier. Next, we're going to be talking about something bad when you do jailbreaking that could happen. Bricking. Bricking, in short, is to render an iPhone or iPod Touch inoperable. Alright? I'm going to let you guys know this. Way back when, the 1.1.1 firmware update turned many iPhones into iBricks, they call it. Users could not reactivate their iPhone to get past the please connect to iTunes screens. Although the phones could still be used for emergency calls, users were locked out from all normal iPhone operations. And that was a big oopsie, I guess, on Apple's part right there. The file system. This is when you get into SSHing. File system is the way your iPhone or iPod Touch uses its memory to store data and applications. The iPhone and iPod Touch uses two disks, a smaller private file system that contains the operating system, and also a larger one that contains your media, songs, videos, etc., your preferences, and your data. So pretty much for jailbreaking, you're getting into that small private file system. I'll show you this here. If you go into Cydia, I don't even know why I changed the page there. If you go into Cydia, hit Manage, and I think it's Space or Memory, something like that. I'll wait for that to come up here. Let it reload the data. Just make sure it's still on the screen. Yeah. Once it reloads, let's head to Manage, Storage. You'll see that it tells you about the two different drives, the system drive and the private drive. The system drive is a small portion used to store the iPhone OS, and this is where the programs come on. Alright? So that's pretty much what they mean by file system, the two different drives. You can find that straight in Cydia. Alright. A SIM lock. This is why people unlock. iPhones are on what's called a SIM lock. A limitation imposed by manufacturer of a GSM phone to limit the phone to certain carriers. The US iPhone SIM is locked and can only be used with AT&T until unlocked, of course. Baseband, which is something that you change when you're unlocking, is the part of the iPhone's memory that provides the firmware for the phone's radio modem chip. So that's pretty much the radio chip. When you change the baseband, you're changing the firmware that's on that chip. Unlocking itself is bypassing the phone's SIM lock to allow it to be used with another carrier with compatible equipment. In the U.S., the iPhone is compatible to work with both AT&T and T-Mobile's GSM equipment. Unlocking software is just the software that allows you to unlock your iPhone. You must be jailbroken for this, and also the most popular, newer one for the iPhone 3G is Yellow Snow. Third-party applications are applications on the iPhone and iPod Touch that were neither created nor commissioned by Apple. So these are all the ones that you get off of Cydia and stuff like that. Now, SSHing, alright, is and that's secure shell. SSH, secure shell, SH at the end. You get it? This is the shell that runs your iPhone or iPod Touch using the port 22, which allows you to connect wirelessly to a Unix shell. What this means, you install OpenSSH on your iPhone or iPod Touch. You can get it wirelessly into your iPhone or iPod Touch from what kind of programs? WinSCP, CyberDuck, QtFTP. I use CoreFTP. A bunch of different softwares like that. Next, we have DFU mode. You'll hear this a lot when jailbreaking your second generation iPod Touch. DFU, or Device Firmware Upgrade Mode, is a mode that is not the same as Restore mode, seeing as how it bypasses the current OS installed and allows you to upgrade or downgrade your OS. This is pretty much, you put it in DFU mode to patch it, right? When you're patching it to run the custom firmware, so you can load those files onto your iPod or Touch or iPhone without actually being with the real OS. Yellow Snow, which is the first successful unlock for the 3G iPhone, released on January 1st, and Red Snow, the first successful jailbreak that was distributed to jailbreak your iPod Touch second generation, which is in the semi-tethered release right now. QuickPwn was a program that was used in jailbreaking iPod Touch first generation and iPhone 3Gs prior to this point, and I think they're still being used today, but I'm not totally in that whole crowd. And next, last but not least, let's see how much time I have left. Yeah. Last but not least, we have Pwnage and WinPwn. Pwnage and WinPwn for Mac and Windows, respectively, were the first jailbreaks for firmware 2.0s in which the users actually created their own software firmware file to restore their iPod Touch or iPhone into. This was, you pretty much gave the users the ability to totally create their own software. That's how they got the custom boot logos, and everything else was just custom, was because they were creating it themselves. So pretty much jailbreaking in general is just opening your iPod Touch to allow third-party applications to be installed. All these definitions, I'll have a .text file with the definitions exactly as I read them, if not close to it, in the video description. I do have that right here. I've been reading off of the whole time. So, yeah, you guys, I will have that in the video description. Don't worry about that, just in case you need to catch up with this, because I do talk kind of fast when I talk about tech and stuff like that. So, yeah, tomorrow, I have 2 videos already recorded for tomorrow. How to jailbreak your iPod Touch second generation will come that night. But earlier in the day, I have a review on the Proporta Alu Leather Edge case. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Alu Leather Edge, awesome case. I'll have a review of that also tomorrow. Probably morning because I don't have school. So yeah, guys, I'm running out of time. This is Phil from iPodTouchBaller.com. I hope this helped you. I will have a corresponding blog post on my website to go with this video, and also that text file over there in the sidebar. So, comment, rate, subscribe, and I don't know if I'm gonna put this one in HD or not, but whatever it says on there, watch in whatever. Most likely, if I don't export, we'll be watching a high quality HQ. Do that, or if I decide to render HD. Comment, rate, subscribe. Later.